Hey everyone. So today I wanted to talk about the one of the spiritual laws of success, that is give and receive. More than talking about the law, it's about what do you gain? What do you gain from it? What changed inside of you? What changed in your whole, in your world when you do give and receive? So, sometimes we are givers, we are natural givers, and sometimes we tend to be natural receivers, okay? And a giver, it's a person that it's really, for her, it's really easy to give. Like to give time, sometimes to give affection, sometimes to give knowledge, wisdom, sometimes to give money, sometimes to give food, to give, just to give her opinion also, and things like that. Sometimes you are a receiver, sometimes you are in receptive mode. You want to only receive, but not give. Like receive money, receive attention, receive goods, receive food, receive clothes, But in fact, the most effective way for you to be getting in balance is when you can receive and give in an equal manner. And what does it mean? If you are naturally a giver, you have to be willing also to receive. But sometimes you block the receive mode because you are somehow afraid to be in debt to that person, or are you afraid to be taking something from that person? Because usually people that are not really givers are people that somehow they struggle in life, or somehow they have a lot of goods, but they can understand that people can have to be sacrificed to get what they have. So they think twice before they receive, okay? And that can lead to unbalance, also the receptives, the people that only want to receive, they somehow feel that people have taken so much of them, or that they are not it's not their responsibility to give to another person. Usually these are people that receive things really easy when they were a child, and like gifts and time, whatever, or even not time, like they received, but they didn't acknowledge what did it take to receive. They didn't acknowledge that maybe their parents had to work so they could receive, or even or there are situations when they didn't receive at all, like they really had a poor childhood, and then they think, well, because I didn't get what I wanted, now I will force everyone to give me what I needed. I will do whatever it takes to get what I needed. Well, that leads to an unbalanced receiving. So, how do you balance the scales? How do you understand when it's a healthy receiving, or it's a healthy giving, or when it comes to unhealthy. First of all, you have to understand how does it makes you feel after. Okay, after you receive something, after when you are receiving from someone, does it truly makes you genuinely happy? Does it truly makes you fulfilled? Does it truly makes you in peace? It leaves you in peace, or it doesn't? Because if you do receive and you feel in peace, it's a healthy way to receive. But if you are not in peace after, maybe something is wrong. And also about giving. Well, if you do give and you feel like you still have a lot to give, you do give and you feel in peace with what you're giving, and you're not expecting anything in return, like you are giving with an open heart. You are giving like, I want to give, I have this much to give, but I want to give. Like it's something that it comes from your heart, not from your mind, like in a obligation way, or or to fulfill an expectation of others. When you are only giving because it comes naturally from you. Okay. Of course, there are people that are naturally givers, and then they start to give, but somehow in their inside of them, there must be something that just clicked. Like, well, I need to try this, and when they try, they understand that maybe it was a good choice. Sometimes it's just for fakeness. I see a lot of people that are not naturally givers. They only give so they can take more. But it's not the case that I'm speaking. I'm speaking about being a natural giver. And sometimes when you give more than you can give, and you don't allow yourself to give also to yourself, to put yourself first and give the love, give the affection, give the time, give the means, the money also to yourself, so you can really feel good, so you can really you need to put yourself first. And because when you are a giver and you do give much and more, people won't value, won't recognize your value, because, well, if I want, she will give. If I want, she'll give. So she'll give. If I want, she'll give. And then you'll be like, but I have no resources left. And then okay, so if you don't have any more left to give, I will leave you. And I will search for supply somewhere else. That's what it happens. And then the givers will be frustrated because they gave more than they could give. That's why it's really important to have a balance, to understand that, okay, I can give until here. I can give until here. And I have to put boundaries, okay? If you don't have boundaries, people won't know until where they can go. They will go until the end. So that's really important to do. And also a receiver. An actual receiver will not have problem to ask. Like, I want this, I want that. And you'll be like, okay, Do you really need all of that? Do you really need all of that? Or is just something to fulfill your ego? Or is just something to fulfill superficial matters? Ask yourself, because sometimes you are asking for someone to give something that you don't really need. You don't really need. It's just just a way to fill your emptiness inside. But that you can fulfill yourself. You can meditate on it. You can do some therapy. You can do some research. You can get to know yourself, to understand what you do really truly need. So you can truly be a receiver, but receive what's really will make you fulfilled, what really will make you feel alive, what will make you feel happy, what will make you feel in peace. And not just okay, I received it, I'm tired of it, well, let's search for another supply. Well, I have here I'm gonna show you. I have here my, let's see if this changed. I have here how do you say? Sorry. Well, I don't remember the name, but it's a bird, and it's speaking. Yeah, that's why. That's it. Yes, so whatever. When I'll remember, I'll tell. So I wanted to give this information because I'm really being moved to speak about give. Give. Especially now that it's a special time to give, to Christmas, give, whatever, receive presents, whatever. When you do give with open heart, with no expectations, man, the universe will return to you like 3 times more. Sometimes 7 times more. What is the difference between 3 times more and 7 times more? The more pure the intentions of your act of giving, the more you will receive in return. The universe will feel like, well, this was a pure act of giving, so the universe will multiply when you receive that. And when you do receive, when you are a receiver and you like to ask constantly, ask for and with whatever you do really need. Don't ask more than what you need, And if you do want to ask more than what you need, ask the universe. Don't ask a struggling mother or a struggling father that it works like 12 hours a day or 8 to 12 hours a day, that is tired, that it's really struggling to get to pay his bills or her bills. Understand that the person you are asking for needs are struggling, and they only can give you what they have, and it's not much. If you have a rich millionaire father or mother, yeah, you can ask for it, but if they say no, that's okay. Just accept it. Ask the universe, first ask yourself, do you really need it? Is that essential to you? If it's not, let it go. if the universe really realize that, yeah, you deserve to receive that, it will get a way to get to you. Just ask the universe and you'll receive it in another way. But be aware that it is important to balance the scale of giving and receiving. Thank you very much for your time. Love you all.